Salut, this is the audio file for week 9, leçon numéro 2, semaine 9, leçon numéro 2. With this lesson, we are now closing our chapter on the interrogative form in French, and the last interrogative pronoun that we will study is comment, which means how in English. Comment is used in French to form questions that refer to how an action is done. In other words, we use comment in French to inquire about the manner, the way something is done. And again, as you may be well aware of, there are two main methods of asking questions involving comment. The method A consists in inverting the verb after comment, and the method B consists in using est que, in which case we do not invert the verb. So let's focus on the method A. I will provide a sentence in English and then as an example, and we will later translate this sentence into French, and we will see how we apply both methods. So the first sentence will be, how do you do that? How do you do that? In French it will be, comment faites-vous cela? Comment faites-vous cela? Again, comment faites-vous cela? How do you do that? Like I said, this method consists in inverting the verb, which means that the verb will come first, then the subject. So the formula for this will be comment, the interrogative pronoun comment, plus the verb faites, plus vous, which is the subject, and then the rest of the sentence. So we have comment plus the verb plus the subject and the rest of the sentence. Okay. Now let's take again another sentence, sentence number 2 as an example, which will be, how do we answer this question? That will be sentence number 2. How do we answer this question? In French, using the method of inversion, it will be, comment répondons-nous à cette question? Comment répondons-nous à cette question? Again, comment répondons-nous à cette question? I will repeat. Comment répondons-nous à cette question? How do we answer this question? Again, we have comment plus the verb répondons plus the subject nous, and then the rest of the sentence, which was in this case à cette question. So you don't forget, when you use the method of inversion, to place the verb before the subject. Alright? Okay, now the method B consists in using the expression est que, that I call the magic expression, because this is, I think, the simplest, one of the simplest ways you can have if you need to ask questions in French. Est-ce que. So the formula with est-ce que is this one. It's comment in this case, because we're using comment as the interrogative pronoun. So comment plus est-ce que plus the subject plus the verb. Again, the formula will be comment plus est-ce que plus the subject plus the verb. So for a question like the first one that we used, how do you do that? How do you do that? It will be, using the est-ce que expression, it will be, comment est-ce que vous faites cela? Comment est-ce que vous faites cela? Again, comment est-ce que vous faites cela? Alright? I'm not saying comment est-ce que vous faites cela. I say comment est-ce que. I'm trying to create a link between the T at the end of comment and the vowel that follows. So it will be comment est-ce que. Comment est-ce que, okay? Comment est-ce que vous faites cela? How do you do that? In this case, we have comment plus est-ce que plus the subject vous, which comes first this time, then the verb faites, and then cela, which is the rest of the sentence. Okay? Comment est-ce que vous faites cela? Comment est-ce que vous faites cela? The sentence number 2 was how do we answer this question? How do we answer this question? And let's try to translate this sentence again into French using our method number 2 with est-ce que. It will be comment est-ce que nous répondons à cette question? Comment est-ce que nous répondons à cette question? Comment est-ce que nous répondons à cette question? Which is how do we answer this question? Comment est-ce que nous répondons à cette question? Here we have comment plus est-ce que plus the subject nous, which comes first, and répondons, which is the verb, and à cette question, which is the rest of the sentence. I think that will be it because there's actually nothing to say. I covered in the lesson online in my virtual class. I also covered this expression, how much, how many, which is combien in French, and I will not talk about it here. And I will actually invite you to download the whole lesson, the Word document, to your computer, and yeah, you'll be able to do the homework, which is included in the file, and yeah, that would be, I think, a better way for you to study. So that will be it. So we just closed the chapter on the interrogative form in French. All right, we have studied comment, pourquoi, que, quoi, quel, qui, and I don't actually remember how many interrogative pronoun we have studied so far, but you can have all these lessons online on YouTube and also in my virtual class as a Word file. And feel free to join. There will be plenty of exams for you to do, and well, I will even grade your papers. Can you imagine that? I am so generous, and all this for free. So I have fun doing this tutorial, and I will see you in a couple of days or more. And I see you later. Bye bye. Au revoir. Merci.